Hello guys, welcome along. Thanks for tuning in. Just going to do a quick review of this kit with the lovely light reflection and all. This is, as you know, I've got a new camera, and this is as much of a test of my new camera as it is of giving you a quick review of this kit. It is very, very nice. So this is the German 8.8 or 88mm Flak 18 anti-aircraft gun from AFV. The part number is 35088, and it's a proper sort of multimedia kit really. Complex construction, faithfully reproduced. Full aluminium barrel with rifling detail, rubber tyres, optional presentation in the toe or the fire position, functional equilibrators in brass, functional corresponding needles for gun elevation with the optical sight, hydropneumatic recuperator tube in brass, photo etched metal parts for super detail. And it says here it's a sure hit. Fear in the depth of your soul. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it's there. So looking around the side of the box, we can see here we've got the built-up model in the toe position, and then we've got it with the fire position with functional equilibrators, excluding the shield. And then we've got the transport trailers there. We're just looking around the ends of the box. A nice drawing on the end there of the gun in its firing position. And then we can see here we've got some photo etch, rubber tyres, data transmission cable and metal chain, aluminium barrel rifling detail and brass tube. So all in all, very, very nice. So let's have a quick look inside this box. So there's some photo etch and some decals there. There's one sprue, there's 3 bits of brass tubing, some chain and some looks like clear fuel hose you get in a Tamiya motorcycle kit. Fibre optic cable perhaps. So there's one sprue in there, and then there's the base part. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sprues, 6 tyres, and an instruction booklet. So let's get all this unbagged and we'll have a look at it in a sec. Right, so let's start looking at these sprues. This is sprue A. It's all very nicely crisply moulded. I can't see any flash or anything. There's witness of seam marks, but nothing to write home about. Got some nice crisp moulding on those parts there with the bolts and everything, which is very nice. And then we've got some lovely crisp moulding here on whatever that part is. I'm guessing that's some sort of sight. So yeah, very nice. And yeah, we got a toothed wheel there. The gear cutting on that is very nice indeed. So that's sprue A. Sprue B, some tiny little, what are like wing nut parts or something there, if the camera will focus on them. Do you know what, I actually think an iPhone camera is better for close-up stuff and autofocus than this thing. I actually think this camera was a waste of money. It's yeah, it's really struggling. Look at this, it just cannot pick up on it. The iPhone would have got this ages ago. That waste of time. But we can see we've got some detail here on these parts. Quick look around the sprue. Very nice hand wheels, all crisp, all lovely, no real signs of sink marks anywhere really. Don't really know too much about ejector pin marks because I'm not sure what's going to be visible and what isn't. If we look there, we've got some which are quite unsightly, but here again, it cannot focus on that. Look, it's bloody huge. Come on, there you go. Here's some big ejector pin marks to the Z pin there with the half the ejector pin sitting proud. So yeah. Oh yeah, look at the back of the gun shield, dotted with them. Here's sprue C. Now we get 2 of these. Again, we've got some nice hand wheel detail there. Nice hand wheel. Back of the wheels, the front of the wheels look lovely. All nice and crisp and everything. Not sink marks, ejector pin marks in there. On these brackets, they're quite big. They'll probably need sorting. So yeah, all in all, Lovely. I mean, some of these parts are absolutely tiny. These little hooks and things. Is this camera going to pick up on it? I don't think it is. What if I give it a backing? Let's try it like Seb does from Dutch Modeling. What if I do that? Nope. Still doesn't work. What a waste of money. So there we go. So this is sprue D. And this looks like a generic sprue with German tools and stuff. Looks like a sighting part there. So it looks the generic with the shovels and axe and everything. And then I'll find, oh no, we've got two sprues here. This is another sprue with another pair of some sort of legs on it. Probably legs in the transport position, legs in the upright position. Or is this part of the back of the frame? Yeah, probably is part of the back of the frame. This looks like it's part of the main turntable there. There's some nice sharp bolt detail and everything on there. Lovely. And then there's, is that a seat mark at the back of that? I'm not sure. So yeah, all in all quite crisp. And then we got the mud guards here with some nice detail on them. And then that seat looks very nice. What if the camera will pick up on that? Yeah, that looks very nice. That seat with the holes and everything in it. Some sort of lever mechanism there, probably some sort of locking brake or something. This is all part of the yeah, we've got leaf springs here. This is all part of the transport dollies, I think. But yeah, all very very crisp, no flash. It's quite an old model, I think, as well. Yeah, 2005 it says here. 2005 AFV Club. So yeah, those things I was referring to earlier, they are what I was thinking they were. The back of those. Here's the tires. Let's open up in the back. Let's have a quick look at these tires. Just get one out. So there's the tire there. No real sidewall detail or anything. I don't know if there should be. The tread pattern's quite nice. A tiny little seam in the middle. I'm not sure about accuracy or anything, but they do look very nice, and they are very, very soft. Not the hard vinyl like sometimes you get. And then here's some brass tubing, some line, which looks like fibre optic to me, and some chain in there. You pick up on all that in there. This camera will focus. There we go. And we've got the metal barrel. Let's not forget the aluminum turn barrel or the aluminium turn barrel, wherever you are in the world. With the rifling on the end, you can see there. It's lovely. And last but not least, we've got the decal sheet. I'm not going to get these out, but okay, yeah, I will. Because you can't see anything with them still in the bag, can you? Which in a review is no help whatsoever. So let's have a look. Oh, this is an old kit. That was quite stuck down. So I don't know what I'll pick up on here, but yeah, we've got some white dashes, yellow dashes, black dashes. Obviously all for the different versions that are available. We'll see those in a minute in the instruction sheet. But yeah, they're quite nice. They're printed in Taiwan, but yeah, not too much carrier film. They look quite thin. They're sort of semi-gloss, so probably be okay. I'm not sure I've ever used AFV decals before. That'll probably be absolutely fine. And a little brass photo etch set there with some brackets and bits and pieces on. All looking good. So let's have a quick look at the instructions. Zoom you out a bit for this one. There we go. So basic bit of history on the front. If I get that up there, you can have a read of it and save it, or save it, pause it. Health and safety, about not sticking your hand through the window or jumping in front of running buses. Right, so let's get the book nice and square so you can see it all. So we're starting straight off with what looks like the loading mechanism, or is this the actual gun mount? This is the gun mount. Got that pivoting gear on the bottom there. Straight away in with the color callouts for you, which is a nice to see. What's that symbol there? Is that just glue, or is that use cyanoacrylate glue? Insta glue, yeah. So they're telling you to use super glue in there because that's a brass tube, I guess, and I'm guessing that's a photo etch part. So yes. Then we're putting all the brackets on the side of the gun raise and lowering, elevating thing, whatever you call it, the mount. Giving you descriptions there of the locations, and then we've got some sights, or is this levers or whatever. You can tell I know this product really well, can't you? Then we're going on fitting the barrel, putting the breech on the back of the barrel. There's the sliding part of the breech. More bracketry, more little tiny bits and pieces. Remember these brackets here, these are the ones that have those massive ejector pin marks on, so I don't know what they're going to look like, if they're going to be very visible. Blimey, that's a complex little assembly there, isn't it? That's really nice looking. That'll look great with a dry brush and stuff. And it keeps telling you here that about the differences. This is transporting, so you're going to cut that little lug off if it's transporting, which is, I'm guessing, that one there. Looks like it's that one there. So you obviously just cut that off and don't do anything else, I guess. We'll have to wait and see. So we've got firing and transporting. So this is where the difference comes with how the seat is folded and everything, or seat is laid out. Then we've got some more here to the side arms. Got that gear on the bottom, which the pivots on. And we're putting all these together, so it looks like that will be fairly visible inside there. You can see this is where the ejector pin marks were. More levers and rods and stuff going on there. Some more photo etch parts. That's obviously a ground anchor. Is it some sort of ground anchor? Thinking. We've got the parts going underneath. Front foot, rear foot. Some brackets and tiny parts. This kit is full of tiny parts. And then we're going to assemble these stabilizers in the for the firing position. And then we've got them raised for the transporting position, down for the firing position, raised for the transporting position, and then we got raised or flat for the transporting position. So obviously these you don't glue. Well, they're telling you to glue them, so I don't know. You have to make your mind up, I guess. Oh, I see. Now what it is, that's the transport assembly, that's the firing assembly. Maybe you could make them fold down so you could have both. If you want to play with your model, that is, I guess. So there's the raising mechanism there. We've got some chain going in there, which is all very nice, all supplied in the kit. Looks like some thin photo etch there, is it perhaps? This is starting on now with the dollies, the transport dollies, and then we got the tools going on, building up the axles, and then there's the rear axle by the look of it. It's got the twin wheels, front wheels are just singles. Towing eye. Then we're adding the reels to the back. Obviously that's the cable, you get the clear stuff. And then telling you to add some chain in there. I don't know if they're telling you that this is the thick chain that's supplied, or if it's let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like they've supplied thick and thin chains. They're telling you it's 1.6 centimeter length of thick chain. And what I didn't see is had the gun shield. Where did we add the gun shield? I skipped a page. Oh, there we are. See, you added it and then it says without shield, so that's why I didn't see it. So yeah, there's some more pipe work and brackets, and then putting these onto the actual mount itself. I guess they're chained on. And then we've got the different color options. So that's where these decals come into play. We've got the bands going around the barrel. Here's the one with the camouflage on it. That's just the plain yellow, North Africa. And then we've got Dunkirk, 1940-41, Eastern Front, that's probably what I'll do. And then we've got the North Coast of France, and they're all dark grey, those three. and then we've got the sprue call outs at the back. So there we go. So that was the AFV Club 88mm flat gun. Hope you like that. Sorry about the problems with the camera. I'm learning this new camera, and to be honest with you, I'm not that impressed. If you know how to get around this problem with it focusing, flickering, and it keep jumping in and out of focus, please let me know. It's a C920 Pro HD webcam. I'd be interested to know what I'm doing wrong, or if I am indeed doing something wrong, and maybe the camera's just rubbish, or maybe I'm using it for its wrong application. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.